Hey there, welcome back. Morris here, and today on Starfield we have ship guide, and let's talk about engines. Everything you need to know so you can build your awesome ship. Let's not waste your and mine time and jump right ahead. So I will be showing you what we have in the store. This is Tayo astroneering seller, but first things I need to mention is there is no single star yard seller where you can purchase every single engine. There is always one of the engines missing. Maybe it's the worst, so at that case you shouldn't be worried, but you don't know that. And let me show you right away. When we jump in a shipbuilding, as I said, we are focusing on this side on engines. So let's find engines, and of course there is tier A, B, C. C is the best, and not only that, but even if you are looking at class A engine, there are different variations, which basically the cheapest and these are the least powerful, and the higher you want, you see there at that side you need Starship design, which basically is kind of simple. The higher the better it is, the highest rating you had. So at the end, the best engines are locked behind class C, Starship design 4, and of course level requirement, because only after level 60 you have everything unlocked. If you're currently in the playthrough and you are level 20, worry not, there is no basically need to get Starship design 4 and class C, because you will not be able to see as much engines as I do. Simple as that. Leveling up will reveal more and more. As you can see, approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different variations are there. I believe the last ones, yeah, these are coming only when you are level 60 plus. I'm level 131, by the way, just, yeah, anyways. So when that out of the way, one more thing to mention. In all my videos, especially through the shipbuilding, there's a question, hey, but these are level C and all that, but you know, in the start, when you don't have class skill updated or Starship design updated, what to pick then? Keeping in mind that New Game Plus is in this game loop, it's meant to be replayed, but through this New Game Plus you retain skills and levels. It means basically there is just one particular amount of time from whole this Starfield experience you will be without these skills class C and Star. Once you pick them for rest of your playthrough, no matter if it's New Game Plus 1, 2, 7th or 10th time, doesn't matter, you will have them. And as the same is true for levels. So thinking before you have these skills is really short period of this whole game. That's something I need to mention. Without that, let's move right to the engines. What I'm showing you is class B, I don't know how to pronounce it, 5660 engine, the best. We're looking at this, and then I have only three engines here at class C. You see the class, that's pay attention to the left side of the screen. So I am not looking at smaller versions, I'm looking at the end result, which is basically the best of the best. So we have 3 contestants, and you might look and just see we have engine thrust 1000, 18,000, and then we have 25,000, and here, oh boy, 34,000. Clearly this is the best, which is, but it's not as simple as that. It's similar as with weapons, because different power, max power means different amount of engines you can put on, which ends up with different numbers. What numbers? Of course, this is the time for best for these videos, which is, of course, let's bring out Spreadsheet. Exactly the same what you saw previously. Sorry, my head is a little bit on the table, but that doesn't matter. So how I structured is that all three engines in class C, this is the class, you see, I'm not going to color it out, too much colors. So there's class C, class B, and also class A engines. I run through all the star yards and I have collected everything. So, for example, this Ammon Dun X300 is not purchasable here, but I have the numbers, so you can pause the video and just check what your ratings are. And again, all of these are the best of the name, which in, I think it's 100% times requires Starship Design 4, right? So, and also level 60 plus. So, which means there are so many variations and possibilities that is impossible out of the blue thin air. So this engine is the best for me. But I'll show you small little trick how to understand and get best out of for your ship. Before that, quickly, let's pay attention to class C. Let's take a look at endgame, absolute endgame. So just seen example where we have speed way higher than all other engines, but class level, speed, maneuvering, or mobility is impacted by this. Mass is the thing that plays key role here. We'll get to that in a moment, because there are different max power. We have 12 power that we can spend on engines, which means for this engine, we can only totally put 4 such engines. This absolute beast only requires 2 power, so you can have 6 out of them. And Poseidon is really power hungry. It requires 4 power, which means you can only put 3 of them. You see how these numbers now become irrelevant. Why? Because total speed and total maneuvering now multiplied by how many engines you can put, you see that actually Sol 6,330 in total comes on top of the Poseidon, right? So this is the best? Yeah, but no. Again, another asterisk I need to add. While you have total output speed higher, and not by marginal difference, and maneuvering skill quite higher, you see how big higher this is. That's why I have it colored green, the highest in the class. That's why here also this is the best engine in total in this class. And then in A we have total discrepancy all across the board. So, but we put 6 these engines. If you pay attention, you see they both weigh the same. You put 3 these engines and then 6 these engines. Obviously, the end result in total mass is double, which is again important. As much as you would like to put 6 these engines and have absolutely highest mobility, this 2 times more total mass adds up, and you are not that mobile anymore. And I will show you on my ship just in a moment where is this changing point, where at that side one engine is better, at this side this engine is better. So then I added this last 2 lines just because I want to provide you the best, is how much speed you gain per mass, you know, because the mass is the negative that you add on the ship and speed is the positive. And the same for maneuvering. I just cut short the word, otherwise the spreadsheet is too long. So you see, when we take in account how much extra mass your ship will have, then Poseidon again comes on top as whopping double the speed per mass added and maneuvering way higher. And this actually is super heavy engine. Taking account, you put all 6 on it. So now let me remove, you already tired of the spreadsheet, I explained everything. You can take a note where to look if you miss total speed, in what class you are currently, if you don't have class C, and if you need total mobility to increase. Then you see, for example, these are really close. I would say this done is, well, I think better. And if you look at speed per mass. Yeah, it's quite good. Anyways, so how now, from all this information I'm dumping on you, how to understand what and how to do. So let me get back to my little shippy ship and show you what I have. And I have kinda found randomly absolute balance. If you look at this side of the screen, you see my ship currently total mass is a little bit above 3000. So 3 metric tons or 3000 mass, that's what, altogether with engines, that's what I have. And now let's do a little experiment, because we saw from this absolute amazing thing that, where is it? Yeah, I could potentially increase my mobility quite a bit, like quite a huge, this right increase from 34,000 to 46,000, right? So let me show you how you can check if that actually is true. So you see, let's pay attention. We remember here, yeah, here. No, yeah, here. I have mobility 85. So I want to have it more. What you should do with your ship, land on one of the starship yards, or stupid name. Deattach your engine. You see, these numbers they don't change. They still show you. And you need to remember, 85 is the mobility. Okay. Now, when you delete, you see you lose all the mobility. Now, pick the engine you think will be better than you had. Do not, and I repeat, do not attach it to the ship. You will see why. So before you jump attaching and reconfiguring all your ship, place the engine. Remember, this is the engine that we can place 6 of them. So Control G just copies it. So just stack them all here. You see now when all the power, this gauge is full. Yes, we replaced potentially my previous engine to this engine. You see this? You see this at this side? What we gained is 1 freaking mobility point. Why? Because look further. The mass has increased from 3000 up to 4000. We know this from the spreadsheet already, that is twice as much, and it adds 1 metric ton. And because it adds 1 metric ton, we lose all the possible mobility. So the question is, should you switch it now? Look at the price. 233,000 for basically no gain whatsoever. And even then I'm running a problem. I don't have a place where to put it, but that aside, you can always put it. So here is the reason why you don't add them. Why? Because at this moment you have errors. You have unattached modules, you don't have blah blah blah. There is no accidentally saving this monstrosity. Why? Because there are unresolved errors. And I say, yeah, okay, cancel whatever I did there, and I have back my actual engines. And this is the sweetest trick and best possible advice I can give you, because if my ship was a little bit lighter or heavier, that would change how this extra metric ton would add. Like, in simple words, if you have really huge ship, let's say 10 tons, right? 10 tons, then having your engine 1 ton or 2 is too little to differentiate from your all total mobility, and you will be better off with these 6 engines, despite the fact they are heavy, right? But when you have smaller ship, and it seems like 3000 is the middle point where both of these engines are equally good. As you saw, 3 Poseidons or 6 of those engines have approximately exactly the same mobility and speed, right? So if I had lighter ship, then there would be no chance those other engines would make sense, right? So from all what you can take from the video is I showed you the spreadsheet. Of course, pause the video and you can take a look and take a guess what engine should you look for. But overall, the only trick I can show you, regardless of your level, of your ship class, of your starship design skill level, or if you don't have it even, go on the shipyard, look for what seems to be the best, then attach the engines, what I just showed you, put them next to your ship and just look at the numbers. Have they increased? If not, don't do it. Simple as that. All right. And with that, actually, I can end the video because there is no one single truth. There is no one single engine that will be the best for everyone, because it depends on your ship or your current. Basically, weight is the biggest factor that plays the role. So I can't give you the one right answer, but I showed you the formula and trick how to find your best engine, right? And one more thing, just a bonus for those who managed to see this video so far. I haven't seen mobility, I will show you. I haven't seen mobility passing 100. I am removing my modules, you see? I removed one of my cargo, I have mobility 100. Look what happens if I reduce it even more. From 2000 mass, I can reduce down to 1700. My mobility, which leads to the point where I kind of quite convincingly can say mobility can't go above 100 no matter what. So that also you can take into account. For example, now I have overpowering my ship. You see, I can remove one of the engines. My mobility is still 100. And the same is true for top speed. I have now limited, it's 130, but I haven't seen it go past 150, which again comes in combination of your ship, your weight, your total engines, how good they are and all that. Just a note, do not try to push mobility over 100 or top speed over 150. It seems like there's no way. If I'm missing something, maybe if you have class A lighter, I don't know. I haven't seen these numbers, at least I don't recall. If you have a clue if that's true or not, let me know, and others as well. And that's it. I'm not spending any more of your time. You know everything, how to get your best engine, and we'll meet in other videos. I'm not quite sure if I need more of ship guide. I think I have covered all the main components, which is weapons, hubs, engines. The rest of that is quite small. There's not much of a content to pack, not much knowledge, I'd say. But I know already I have written some points with extra tips and tricks, advanced, which I found out only after extensive playing the game. I probably will put together those, just my last info for Starfield. Otherwise, yeah, just go and play. It's still fun. It's still awesome despite this few bugs and some, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll meet in those other videos. Cheers.